Yes, good morning, everyone. Let's get started. So, then, yes, what is the yesterday's discussion, everyone? What have we discussed in yesterday's session? Anyone would like to take a recap? Anyone? Lalit, Akhil, Islam, good morning, everyone. Prajisha, Srini, Surendra, Soni. Remember? Okay, let me only take a recap of it. I'm sharing my screen. So if any new joinees are there, let me make you understand. Yesterday we learned about what is data analysis, why we have to go for data analysis, and five steps involved in our data analysis, the most important steps. Anyone would like to recollect that five steps? Lalit, do you like to tell me what are those? Is it possible?
Hi, ma'am. Good morning.
Good morning.
So I have to tell the yesterday class or I have
Yes.
to read the agenda.
Not agenda. In yesterday's
Okay.
class, we discussed some five steps of a flow of data analysis, a life cycle of
Yes,
data
ma'am.
analysis. Those steps, can
For
you recollect those steps? That's it.
okay, for data analytics, like the first step is collection of data
Mm-hmm.
and transformation of cleaning the data. Like we have
Mm-hmm.
to check duplicates, null value, error, or extra spaces.
Mm-hmm.
And third thing is data mining, converting the data in raw facts to meaningful way.
Information.
Yes. And after that, like Power Query BI tools we discuss.
Yeah.
Power BI, yeah,
Perfect.
that's right.
So after data mining, we try to put those output in a visuals, correct? That is known as your data visualization. And then we are into publishing, we deliver this dashboard and reports to the end user. Correct. We discussed even job opportunities, right? My Excel would be open. Yes, this is what we discussed this one. And we also discussed, okay, this is, yeah, job opportunities also. We covered all this, right? So we covered what are the modules. I'll just, tell this much clearly because in last session it was a little bit hurry, right? Like end of the session because the time is not sufficient. So these are the modules we are teaching. Your Excel, SQL, Power BI, Python. Under Excel, this is how the definition is, and SQL is a programming language. So one thing I wanted to say is here, I'll type in here, okay? SQL is a programming language, only SQL, okay? Means just like your English, Hindi, Telugu, these are known as languages. SQL is also known as languages. The full form of it is structured query language. The full form of it is structured query language. Now, what does happen here is this SQL, we need one platform or one product to write this language. Okay, so like that we have few products. One among them is MySQL. So MySQL is a product, or we can call it as a platform or a place where we write on it. Okay, I'll show you. See, this is a MySQL workbench. This is a MySQL workbench. Here we are writing the queries. Hmm. Here we will be writing the queries like this, okay? So you can see just this much, okay? I'll introduce what all this. We will be writing queries. So what is this? If you can read, insert into others, create table, drop table. This is nothing but SQL, a language. We are writing inside what? We are writing inside the workbench. So why am I so much focused on this? Because guys, if you learn this SQL with MySQL, means you are learning SQL language, writing inside the MySQL, tomorrow you can also master MS SQL Server. MS SQL Server, I mean Microsoft SQL Server. Even your Oracle, Fox Pro, MongoDB, many more. So all these are products only, different tools. Companies can use different tools. One company can use MySQL, one can use Oracle, one can use is SQL Server. It different companies use different things, but the language what you're trying to write inside these tools are same. Inside these tools, you are going to write only one language, that is a structured query language. But again, there would be a small, minor syntax difference would be there. Small, everything would be same. For example, if you know Hindi, it's easy to, they will say it's easy to learn your Gujarati language, Punjabi language, and so on, right? Marathi, Urdu, and all. There is a little bit difference, but it's easy to learn. This is also the same way. It's very much easy to learn, but you should know about, for example, if you have to delete a record, what kind of a syntax you're using. If you have to create a table, what kind of a table you're trying to, how can you insert records into it. If you know this basic SQL, you can master other tools also. Getting my point? Lalit, Akil, Islam, everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubts so far? Okay.
Madam, SQL, approximately how many classes you will take?
15 to 20 hours. 15 to 20 hours will complete off within 15 days actually. Very rare case
Okay.
anything goes wrong, it can go up to. So that's why we are saying the course is 2.5 hours. The course is 2.5 months, not hours. Sorry. So
Okay. Yeah.
basically, I'll show you the agenda also today, guys.
Sure, sure. Yeah. And
Basically, we are going.
you will be covering Excel formulas also, right? Excel
Mm.
formulas and Excel visualization, all topics.
Everything. I can still
Okay.
show you the visuals today as per the time because we have more time, right? Today, tomorrow, also, day after tomorrow, we are going to change the link, right? So today I will show you the visuals. Whatever, if you have whatever doubts, feel free to ask. Like that, we'll take this session, right? So next part is
Sure.
agenda only. Srini, I will be showing
Sure.
you agenda. If you wanted something customization, ma'am, this is missing. Also, let me know because I'm a experienced candidate. I know much, how the real time will be, right? So that's where I will be taking up the, I have prepared agenda such a way so that even you join a job, you should not feel that, oh, I don't know this topic. You should not feel it. So, maximum, whatever the best we can do, we are doing it. Okay. So, still, if you think something is there to learn, you can let me know. Like, we can always modify our syllabus, always can try to input something or the new thing in every new batch. That's how I'll take it, to be very much dynamic in all of the batches. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Thank you.
So, understood this. So, guys, learning SQL helps you to learn this many tools. So, just I'll teach one tool. You have to explore multiple tools by yourself. So, IT sector is something. If I'm teaching you one thing, you are supposed to learn another 99 things from your end. Okay. I covered till advanced one. I'm not saying, but for example, taking one example, let's say there is a syntax yesterday we learned, I guess. If not, okay, there is a something called countif or count formula, simple. So you have to explore different problems to solve different methods. How this one, that one, how you can solve using this formula. Like that, you are supposed to learn multiple things. After my classes, I will also give you some YouTube links, some channels where you can follow and learn more and more. Because within this 2.5 months, I can't show you everything. Correct. 100% means whatever you want, I will show you. But again, something extra to get a job, you have to work from your end. Okay. I'm telling you on prior, guys. Yeah. So after this, yeah, that is about your MySQL, which is known as your programming language, and then your Power BI. Okay, Power BI. Power BI is a business intelligence tool. What is a Power BI? Power BI is a business intelligence tool. So I have shown you, right? SQL looks like this. Excel, we already know. We will be working on Excel today, so don't worry. SQL looks like this. I am going to help you with two client softwares. One is your SQL Workbench, another one is your command line. MySQL command line. I'll make you install two client softwares within SQL only. One is your Workbench and another one is your command line, and we will be working on this. So this is a black screen, mostly used screen in real time, and this is a Workbench. This it's a white screen. It's very much useful for practice purpose, and also we can use it this one also in real time. Why? Because here we can save our syntax, our queries, but coming to command line we can't save this data. So that is why we are learning both simultaneously in SQL. Okay, yeah. Any doubt so far coming to SQL? Okay. This is Power BI. Fine. Now, let me explain you about Power BI. So, we know, someone asked me, ma'am, can't we do everything in Excel? Those five steps? Absolutely, you can do everything in Excel. So, what are those steps again? Collecting two till building of your visuals. We can do everything in Excel. But when we are able to do everything in Excel, why Power BI? Correct. Why Power BI? It can be a question. So there is some limitations to Excel. Okay. There is some limitations to Excel. Um, what does it means? First thing is storage capacity. Anyone know how many sheets does a Excel have? Or how many records, I mean rows does a Excel have?
I think 10 lakh rows limitation.
Perfect. 10 lakh plus. Rows are 10 lakhs 48,576 rows. Okay. Sheets are 255 sheets. This is what we have in Excel. But what I say, still it is not sufficient because um, data is massively growing. Even if you try to use this much data, the second point here is, the second problem here is the performance will impact. Performance is not good when you deal with a large data. Okay, the first thing is the problem, the limitation to Excel, why we have to go with Power BI. Excel is mostly important. But again, why again Power BI? If I say storage capacity and performance, your performance and optimization is really good in Power BI compare with your Excel. So that is why we are going with this Power BI. Okay, so though we can do all kinds of activity like data cleaning, data analyzing, everything, but still we need to go with Power BI. Okay, fine. Now, let me explain a little bit about Power BI. So under that, I'm going to teach something called, let me delete this. Yeah. Under that, I'm going to deal something called components of Power BI. So basically, if I teach you this components of Power BI, it's just like a features of Power BI. You will understand what it's just like an agenda. You will be understanding what you're going to do in next. Okay. Yeah. Components of Power BI. Components of Power BI. Okay. So the first component here is Power Query. The first component here is Power Query. So, what is a Power Query? Power Query is already a inbuilt tool within Power BI. Power Query is already a inbuilt tool within Power BI. Okay, so what does this will do is it will perform your ETL. Okay, what is ETL? It will extract, transform, and load. It will extract, transform, and load. What it will do? It will extract, transform, and load. So, we have two steps, right? 1 second. I'll do the best part for you guys. I'll copy it here, okay? Right. So I said, just ignore all of them. Don't get diverted with all of them, okay? Just focus on what I am typing, okay? Yeah, just focus on this part. So, what I'm saying, this Power Query is a extract transform load, which will get connected to your collection of data plus transformation of data. Means within Power BI desktop also we collect, but within Power Query also we can collect the data. Okay, within Power Query also we can collect the data. It will fetch the data. At the same time, it will perform its transformation using your Power Query. Okay. Next is your Power Pivot. Next is your Power Pivot. What does this Power Pivot will do? It will be doing a data modeling. Okay, let me give some space here. It will be doing a data modeling. At the same time, it will give solutions to the business by using a language, a programming language called DAX. We use DAX here. Okay, we use DAX here. What does Power Pivot is helpful for? To give solution to the business. We yesterday learned, right? Data mining will help in giving solutions to the business. How can it do? By performing data modeling, forming a relationship between multiple tables. I will be showing you. First, try to understand theory. I will show it in a practical way. And we are going to write DAX within this data mining. One more thing, in Power Query, we write a language called M language. So there, most probably we will be using our right click and cleaning the data. At the same time, we are going to use something called M language, which will be useful to clean your data and write some queries. So understand guys, in Power Pivot, we will be using DAX. In Power Query, we will be using M language. Power Query is useful to transform your data, collect your data. Power Pivot is useful for your data mining. So what does it mean? It will give solutions to your business problems. Okay. Now, third thing is your Power View. Third thing is your Power View. What is a Power View? Power View is helpful to show the visuals. Visuals. We have a separate this thing. I'll show you practically. So it means it's a place where it will build your data visualization. All kinds of reports, pictures, even you can use your buttons, navigators, many more things are there in we can build in this Power View page. Am I clear so far? Any doubts? Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
And then we call it as a Power BI services. Power BI services. It's a we have Power BI report server also, but what I can practically cover is not theoretically, but practically I can cover is Power BI services, it's a online online platform where, I mean cloud platform where you can publish. Okay, I'll take it to the, I'll write here, where you can publish your reports. It's a place where you publish your dashboards and reports. So you can connect this last point to publishing. Yeah. Any doubts? Let me take a pause. Any doubts? Guys?
No, ma'am.
Akhil, Islam, Shrini, Rajisha.
No, ma'am.
No. Lalit. Everyone is good, right? Perfect. So, guys, this way we are going to cover step by step and make you guys understand how can you perform your life cycle of data analysis and how can you prepare your report. So that's how I break down the components of Power BI, and I am trying to link each and everything with this process so that we go in a very proper manner, right? So let me show you all this step by step in Power BI desktop. Okay. So this, let me do a new one. Okay. I'll open a new Power BI desktop. Okay. Why it's not opening? So I'm going to generate my blank new report from here. As soon as I open, you'll get like this untitled Power BI desktop, home and open button. So first of all, we are supposed to open a blank report and then we should start working. So I'm clicking on this blank report. So once I did, this is how I will be getting. Okay. So let me explain you. I'm not getting entirely walkthrough of Power BI desktop because if we learn entirely on walkthrough of a Power BI desktop, it will take at least 30 to 40 minutes. I'm not doing that, but maybe a basics of it, I'll tell you. Not entirely a basics of it, I'll tell you. Because once class gets started, once your Power BI module gets started, we will be starting up with walkthrough only, right? So I'm not getting into too depth, but I'm going to tell you the basic of it. So for understanding for today purpose only, right? So you can see this is a data. So what is this data? Data is a place where you can store your multiple tables. Whatever you try to get data, that multiple tables you will be having here. Okay. So first of all, we focus to get data and we will be learning all of this. Okay. So this is a Power BI desktop. What is a Power BI desktop here is a Power BI desktop is our fourth okay, I haven't shown you this, right? Last one is your Power BI desktop. Okay, so what is this Power BI desktop? It is a software tool where where it consists of all above. Means it consists of all of this. That's what it means. Okay, so this is a tool where you really work on a real time. So whatever you're doing right now here, you're going to do it in your real time as well. Okay, now to connect, first let me get some data and I'll explain you all tabs. This is a place where you can get data. From here you can collect. So if I click on a more, you can see multiple data sources. You can see multiple data sources like your files. Under files you have flat files, text, CSV, JSON files, folders, and different kinds of databases. If you're working on MySQL database, Postgre database, and if you are working with any kind kind of data marts, warehouse. It depends upon company, right? How they are, what is their data source. Data source means what? From a place where you get your actual data. Okay, so now basically we try to get from some CSV file or Excel file, whatever is available. I'll try to get. I'll go with a Excel file. Okay. Okay, I'll try to get the first task. Fine. So, guys, remember, first what I said, if it's confusing, please ask me. First, what I said, Power Query, right? Power Query means data cleansing, right? So first, now I'm going to take it to a Power Query. So I'm trying to load some tables, okay? These are the tables where I need to cleanse, okay? From table 1 to table 8, I checked on. You have 3 tabs here. One is your load tab, another one is your transform data and cancel. So remember, if the actual tool here is Power BI desktop, components inside into is your Power Query and so on. So now if I go and click on this transform data, it will take you to your Power Query tab. If I click on this load, it will directly take to the Power BI desktop. So our first component here is Power Query. Within Power Query, we are trying to perform some data cleaning. Okay, at least one task we wanted to perform. So I'm taking to a transform data. When I take it to a transform data, it will get into my Power Query. Can you see the Power Query editor? So this Power Query editor is a built-in tool within a Power BI desktop. Understanding, guys? Yes, confusing. For a day one, it's a confusing. Guys, understanding? Lalit, Akil, Islam, Prajisha.
Can you repeat once again, ma'am? It's confusing.
It's confusing. Do you guys understand what is Power Query? Correct? Do you guys understood what is Power Query?
No, ma'am. Like,
This one?
yeah, we understand this thing, but
Mm.
yeah.
So the Power Query means transform and load. So whatever theory I'm showing here, I'm trying to put them in a practicals now. Okay. I'm trying to put them in a practicals now. So I'll go here. I'll just remove this. One more time will do. Okay. I'm planning to get data. I'm planning to get data now. Okay. See, this is a place where I'm trying to get data. From here, I'm checking on Excel workbook. From Excel, I'm using a split data, a text file from my OneDrive. I'm trying to get a split data from my text file, your Excel file from my OneDrive. I'll open it. Okay. So once I open it, it will give me options, two options, whether to load or transform data. Okay. I'll try to get some 4 tables only. Okay. When I take it to this transform data, it's gonna take it where? To my Power Query. Understanding so far, Lalit?
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone? Others also? Akil, Islam, confusing? Akil, Islam,
Yes, no, no.
clear, right? Even Srini, Prajisha, Tanu, everyone. Now, when I say transform data, the word transform means what? Our second step, transformation, ETL tool, correct? So, when I get to transform data, it will open a new tab, okay? A new tab, that tab name is known as Power Query. See, the tab name is known as Power Query Editor. Yes. Are we clear? Are we good so far?
Yes,
Lalit.
ma'am.
Yeah. Now, let's go and perform some data cleaning here. 1 or 2 data cleaning, not much. what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to, can you see the David Warner is there, right? It is not in a proper case. The David Warner is in a small letters. Everything is in a small letters. I just wanted to put them in a proper case. What I'll do a right click and I will be going to something called transform. Under transform, I'll say capitalize each word. You don't have to be so much focused here. Just understand we are trying to clean some data. That's it. So when I'm clicking on capitalize each word, you can see David Warner automatically multiple records got capitalized. If you wanted to see previous steps, see the steps are here. Go to the previous step, then it will show you like this. Okay. Same way, I wanted to divide this employee name into two. One is your first name, second thing is your second name, last name. I wanted to split this data. What I'll do a right click and I'll say split column. I split it by delimiter. Okay, delimiter means it will give a space. It can be a space, it can be a underscore, hyphen, comma, pull stop, anything. You can see in a drop down, it can be anything. So in our record, right, in our data, the space is a delimiter. We might know this delimiter. So delimiter would be your comma, pull stop, equal to, semicolon, space, anything it can be. But in our data, there is a space. So I'll select the space and I'll click on OK. You see there are multiple errors are coming up. Some null values are coming and something like this are coming. So what is happening here? My data doesn't have only first name and last name, but my data have first name, first middle name, second middle name, and last name. Because can you see, just because of VVS Lakshman, VVS Lakshman is having 4 words. VVS Lakshman is having 4 words. Because of him, everyone is getting split. Yes, Akhil, you raised the hand.
Sorry, ma'am. गलती से हो गया. So sorry, ma'am.
Okay, no problem. So here my data, when I split only, I understand that there is a 4 names because VVS Lakshman have 3 things. 3 letters, VVS Lakshman. Because of him, my entire data is splitting like this. My entire data is splitting like this. So we can also go and change those headers like first name. Okay. And this is your middle name. And this is also your middle name. Okay. And this is your last name. So just because of VVS Laxman. So if you think this null values are not looking good at data, you can use option called replace values. You say replace, okay, null with hyphen. This looks good. See, a small hyphen which will data looks very good. Understood, guys, so far? Any doubts, guys?
Yeah, madam, this table one, yeah, table one is nothing but one column of the Excel sheet you uploaded, right?
No, one sheet of a Excel file. One
Oh,
sheet
thank you.
of Excel file.
Yeah, got you. Yeah.
Got it? I can still show you. Okay. Can you see? It needs a lot of data cleansing. Data 1 is one sheet. Data 2 is another sheet. So here I have different. So I will be giving you data sources and we are go see here we have a mixed some mixed data like your iPhone or maybe here you have, there is no space between 1 and Elon Musk. So, but there is no space. How can you divide this? There is something called non-digit to digit, digit to non-digit. Like that, we have different activities. Within split only, we have multiple activities we are going and seeing. We are not doing it today right away, but this is the way I'll teach, I'm saying. We have lot more data sources only for power cleaning. This is, 1 second, let me close this. So this is only for your power cleaning, like, how do we append, merge, and pivot. We also do a small kind of project on Power Query. This is within the class itself, data cleaning, and we also doing a web scrapping. This is only Power Query, not even your entire Power BI. For Power BI, we have separate data sets. Okay, fine. Now, that is about your first component, guys. I'm not getting too depth. That is about your first component. So second component is your power pivot. I'll not show you very much practically, but let me show you. This is a place where you can see the table view, right? You can see here a table view. Correct. Let me show you once it will get loaded. Yeah, this is a table view, right? So this is a place where, this table view and this data model. Okay, I can show you this one very well. So this is a place where this is another data set that is only for Power Query I took. This is already there. This is a place where we can build a model and write some DAX. This is a table view. Just we view the table and we write DAX here. Can you see? This is a DAX. Our second point, right? Which will help you to perform your data mining. To get some answer, we write DAX in this way. And here we will be building a relationship between multiple tables. You have your finance one and sheet one. We are building a relationship. Means how are we going to build a relationship? If I click on this, you can see the properties based on a common column in the both table. So guys, you're trying to fetch data from, if we remember from yesterday's session, first thing is collection of data. We are trying to fetch 3 tables in yesterday, right? I have just drawn with a picture. So today here we used 2 tables, but there is a output needed from these 2 tables. So until unless you do a link between, a relationship between 2 tables, you cannot get the output. For example, you have a funded amount here. Okay, and you have recoveries here. Okay, whatever it is, recoveries here. Someone wanted to see funded amount versus recoveries. Funded amount versus recoveries. So, in order to get this KPI, this business requirement, we have to form a relationship. How do you form a relationship? Only when there is a common column in this both records. There is a ID which is having a common column in this both records. Then only we form a relationship. Correct. Getting my point, guys. Everyone. Akil, Lalit, Prajisha, Srini,
Yes.
Surendra, Tanu.
Yes.
Correct. So this way we will be building a relationship between both of them, and we will be doing a data modeling and writing a DAX here in order to get the output. What it is, again going back, your data mining. Correct. This is your power pivot one. Done. Now, whatever you write here, DAX or whatever you got the output, we showcase them in the form of a visual in this Power View page. Report view means Power View. This is a page where this is one of the component where you build a report. For example, I can still build a report manually. I wanted to show my home ownership wise loan amount. Where is the loan amount? Let me go with total loan amount. See, this is a finance one table. This is a sheet one table. I'm collecting, but still I was able to form a table. So this is a table view. If you want, you can convert it into a donut chart or a pie chart. Let me put a donut chart or any other chart. Okay. So this will show you guys, see, this is showing your home ownership. This is showing your mortgage. This is showing your rent. So this easily we can see the mortgage is very much high because it is saying taking 50.29 percentage of home ownership. Means in a bank, whenever we are dealing with multiple businesses like mortgage, rent, own, and some others, we can see the mortgage business is running very well because it is taking 50.29 percentage. And after that, there is a rent. There is a rent later on your own. Okay. So like this, you can showcase a visual that is nothing but it's a report view. Okay, so this is a report view, this is a table view and a model view. We use this visuals to build a visual. This is how the Power BI looks like. Okay, this is how a Power BI looks like. So if you wanted to just to see something more advanced, this is already a built project or assignment. This is a area chat. When I over on it, you can see chat over a chat. This is showing of chat over a chat. Basically, what does this say? Different states belongs to US have last payment amount. When I over on it, it is showing the verification status in a donor chart. Maybe TX means Texas, New York, California, Florida, like this. You have different things. Chat over a chat. Means advanced level I can teach you. That's what I'm saying. So that's about your Power BI, guys. We are not getting into too deep, just trying to explain you. So this is how we will be learning multiple things. Power BI services I will be showing only when you guys join, because for that we need a Microsoft account. I can show you how can you publish the reports. At this point, it's difficult to show. So this steps we are going to perform in Power BI. Clear? Clear, guys? Akhil, Lalit, any doubts or confusion? So, Tanu Soni, hi, you're not speaking today, Tanu.
Yes, ma'am.
What happened, Tanu? You were saying something and you're not speaking.
I'm little bit confused, ma'am. That's why.
Okay, what was the confusion, Tanu?
Uh, in a practical way,
In
I got
practical,
all the theory. Yeah, I got the theory, but practically,
we'll go slowly in the classes because I wanted to show how it looks like. That is why I have taken, because it's still a demo, right? It's not classes, still a demo. I just wanted to make you understand how it looks like. So any issue you wanted me to repeat, I can still repeat.
no, ma'am.
Okay. But you understood the concept, right?
Yes. I got all the concept.
Yeah, you from tomorrow the classes will get started, guys. So we'll be starting up with Excel classes. Even you can see those are 3 free classes, right? Tomorrow and day after is the free classes. Excel will be getting started. This is still a demo because some people will have a interest to understand what all will be there in Power BI. In showing them in one day is a little bit difficult even for any trainer, right? So I tried my best to show you guys how does it look like within a Power BI. So that's where you guys might be like, maybe it looks like, faster or not understanding me, but don't worry. When Power BI concept comes, I will be teaching you each and everything. How can you filter and all, right? This is for freshers. It's too much. I can understand it might be, but again, I'll try to explain you a very slow way once we start off with the modules. Okay. You guys join from tomorrow. You will be not, demo will be done by today. Demo is done by today. And from tomorrow, our regular classes get started. So slowly I will introducing one formula after the another formula so that you guys can decide after joining tomorrow. Okay, so Sony.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Hi Pooja, any doubts from your end?
Sorry, I joined it little bit late, so
Late.
I'm not
No
yeah.
problem. So join tomorrow, Pooja, from tomorrow and day after tomorrow watching. Then you guys can take a call. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Srini understood. Srini, Surendra, Lalit.
Yeah.
Yes, yes,
Uh,
understand.
Yes, yes.
I have one query, Shravan, with respect to, are you going to teach statistics, basic statistics?
So there is no separate subject called statistics, but we are going to use a statistical functions, formulas within Excel and Power BI.
Okay. Okay, fine.
Okay, we will be learning like all descriptive statistics, and like your average, mean, median, all this.
Exactly.
We will be using all those statistical functions for sure within this Excel and even in your Power BI. Okay,
Okay,
even in
fine.
SQL as well. Correct.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, that's about only Power BI I able to show you guys, and tomorrow onwards we'll start up Excel. So this 10 minutes, let me give you about what topics to be covered. So just ignore this one. This is not there. So we are going to cover Excel basics to advanced, MySQL, Python, Power BI, and also Git. Okay, so in Excel, what we will be covering, all these are nothing but your static functions. Means anything you wanted to do for a one-time activity. Like there would be always two ways. One is your static and one is your dynamic. Static means always human intervention is needed. Dynamic means even we are not available, because the formula we have written there, because of that dynamic formula, it will get updated automatically every time when the scenario comes up. Okay, so we initially start with static, because in some cases we don't need, if your manager is giving you some work, some Excel work, and asking you to do this, and he's saying I'm not going to use this file again, it means simply you go and use static functions. It's easy for you and even for your manager, right? So in some cases only your control enter will help, flash fill will help to update your data, right? And in that way, we will be starting with static, and slowly we are getting into a dynamic function. So starting 4 to 5 days, we have all this. Then you have absolute, relative, mixed reference, the most important part of your Excel. If you are not able to understand this, from there, whatever I teach you, you will not understand anything, because this is a place where you freeze the files cells, so that is more important. So we will be starting up with this freezing. After that, your arithmetical functions or statistical functions are this. Someone asked, right? So it can be average. Within average, you have average IFS, average IF, count IFS, count IF. Like that, we will be learning some arithmetical functions. Then your logical functions like if error, nested IFS. Logical functions means to give you the logical output. Okay, then your lookups, all kind of lookups we are covering, guys. Lookup, VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP. Maybe you guys are aware of only VLOOKUP, but we are covering lookup, HLOOKUP, VLOOKUP. Again, we have something called index with match function, the most advanced function. If you know this function, you don't need all other formulas. Okay, then also we are covering indirect, offset. Okay, after that, you have your date and text functions. There are different kind of date functions we will be covering. Data def, EO month, and something is not updated lately, E date. Like this, we are doing date functions. It's more important because with the date only, we will be doing any kind of projects, right? So just to know the difference between your project start date, end date, like that, we will be using our date and text functions. Then your data handling, like your number formatting, and how to remove duplicates, advanced filter. All these are like how can you handle your data in a very well manner. For example, remove duplicates, again you're cleaning the data. But again, this remove duplicate will help in a static way. How can you do it in a dynamic way? The difference also I'll be teaching you. Then your visualization, conditional formatting, different charts. Okay, then pivot. Under pivot, we have normal pivot table, power pivot. Can you see here? Power pivot you have, normal pivot you have. Power query is same in Excel and even your Power BI. Okay, like we load data. Just now what I showed in Power Query, the same thing in Excel also. So in Excel, Power Query is an add-on, and in Power BI, it is already inbuilt. It is already inbuilt. Okay. Then that's all. Like we use your Power Query, Power BI, and one extra thing is it has to be updated is we build a dashboards also. We can't see here, right? We build a dashboards, we add some timelines, slicers, and we are going to work on it. So that's about your Excel. Okay, is it good, guys? Understood this agenda?
Yes.
If something you
Good.
wanted Excel, let me know. Then your SQL. If I would have shown SQL example, it would be more difficult, but guys, don't worry because it's a demo session. In a hurry, 5 to 10 minutes wrap up, it will be like this. But again, when we have time, right? 1 hour in a day, we have time, we can go slowly for practicals. Don't worry, ma'am, I didn't understood practicals. Don't worry. And we have introduction to SQL, different types of DBMSs, RDBMS. As I said, we are going to install Workbench and also command line. It is not updated here, but I have already showed you the command line also we will be giving. And types of commands, all these commands you will be having. Understanding data types, what kind of data types, char, varchar, and numerics, integer, float, double, decimal, this kind of data types I will be teaching you. What is the difference between again char and varchar? Why you should go with char, why you should go with varchar, which data type you have to use. If you use particular data type, what is the performance and optimization behind this? That is also we will be checking on. And your operators, as I said, this DDL, DML, DQL, DCL, TCL, all operators will be covered. Here it is showing in like this. This all will be commands will be covered and all these operators will be covered. Even a group by is not updated here. We will be covering group by, order by, wildcards, not null, is null, between, or, in, even you have and all these kinds of operators we will be covering. And yes, here it is, group by, having clause, sum, average, minimum. See, as I said, your statistical functions I'm using in SQL also, Excel also, even your Power BI. Okay, then your constraints, we will be covering joins, inner join, left join, self join, cross join, and your DDL commands, your DML commands, TCL commands, everything we will be covering. DQL means select, all these commands we will be covering. Okay, then your indexes and views. Views means it's a temporary tables in SQL. We will be covering this also. Stored procedures, functions, and also your subqueries. How do you handle this? Even your triggers. Okay, this much we will be covering in SQL. It's good enough. We are covering everything. We are covering everything. Once you get into an interview, no one is going to ask out of this syllabus for sure. Okay, problems can be multiple, but out of this, no one is going to ask. Then comes your Power BI. We will be understanding like this, checklist to perfect installation, what is the prerequisites, and difference between Power BI desktop and Power Query. We just learned what is desktop and Power Query, and how many data sources are there, different visuals, understanding the types of visuals, data types, geolocation map integration, all this. Okay, and we also have sample dashboards already. There we will be learning play access, parameters. We will be also learning chat over the chat, tooltip concepts, dynamic x-axis. Yesterday I have shown you dynamic x-axis, dynamic y-axis. And I will be also telling you how can you put your Q&A chatbot in your real time. How can you give it to your end user? So in visualization, these are the few visuals. In Power Query, here it is written only this much, but I have already shown you my files, right? In Power Query, we are going to cover this much. Even we are going to cover web scraping and Modeling is just now I shown, right? Let's connect to this, okay? Modeling is like, forming a relationship between multiple tables. Again, if it is cardinality means, if you come here, cardinality means, one second. This is a cardinality. Once when we learn data modeling class, then you can see many to one, one to one, one to many, many to many. Like this, you can see multiple cardinalities. So we are going to learn all those things. That's what it mean here. Okay, understanding data modeling, how to create relationship, its cardinality and filter direction. Power query I already said. Then we understand tooltip with information, drill down, drill through, buttons, triggers, bookmarks, navigation. All these are advanced level where we can create some dynamic dashboards and impress the end user. Then you have your DAX. This is the DAX. We have multiple DAX. So here you can see normally this is the place where you have different DAX. One is your measure DAX, column DAX, table DAX, and newly there is a calculation groups. So I'm going to teach you all important DAX under different zones, right? I'll make you understand what is the difference between measure and column and table, why we have to go with column DAX, why we have to go to measure DAX, and there are different types of modes like import mode, direct mode, in which mode this measure will be working, which mode this measure will be not working. Like that also related to the real time I will be teaching you. Then your custom visuals. I mean, how can you pin your visual to a dashboard? This we can do, this custom visuals we can do in Power BI services. I will be showing you a data flow, use of Power BI from online, and also how can you create applications, how can you create workspaces. Though it is not written here under Power BI services, I will be teaching you. See, and more means creation of application workspaces, role level security, all these terms I will be covering under Power BI services. Yeah, this is about Power BI, guys. Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Yeah. So basically the people who have already gone through syllabus, like there are two kinds of student. A student will always go across some websites. It's a tip I'm giving you before you select. They go towards websites and they check the most common syllabus, and for them it will be understandable. And some students will have no knowledge about the syllabus as well. They will be listening for the first time. So when they listen for the first time, it can be a confusion. But don't worry, this is a perfect syllabus, I can say, out of my experience, and it will help you to crack your interviews. And even after you get your job, you are going to just do whatever I say. The topics will definitely covered. Nothing looks new to you, but might be scenarios might be different because not every company will follow same scenarios. Okay, subject is same, scenarios would be different. Okay, under Python, we will starting with installation and their data types. Okay, then we will be understanding the data structures, and under that data structures, we will be understanding what is the slicing, some formulas like this: lin, max, repetition, concatenate. We have something called reverse sorting, and we will be also learning decision making statements, loops, lambda functions, modules, and your pandas, So we have 5 libraries. One is your pandas, numpys, matplotlib, clob, plotly. Okay, we are going to learn this. Numpys is for numerical, pandas is for your text, matplotlib and cbon for your visualization. So this is what we will be covering under fundamentals of Python. So that is the course. And we recently introduced ChatGPT also. We will be implementing this as well. Okay. Yeah. So yes, guys, I'm done for the day. So the people who didn't understand practicals, okay, I know you guys understood the theory. I already got a feedback within the class who didn't understood the practicals. Please don't worry. Join tomorrow's session. From tomorrow with a fresh Excel sheet, we are going to start our Excel classes. Listen to classes, 3 classes, then try to understand how the way I'm able to deliver you or not. Then you can take a decision. Okay. Okay, everyone, guys.
Oh, Madam, one madam, one doubt.
Mm-hmm.
Ma'am,
Yes.
I am free, sir. I am not any learner in data analyst. So then I am completing data analyst course, ma'am.
You're saying you have no knowledge in data analysis.
Yes, ma'am.
You can. That's what we are starting with the basic. If you go with the agenda also, syllabus, I'm telling you, we are starting with a static to dynamic, like basics to advanced. So you don't have to worry. So don't get scared by today's practicals. Though I have taken a very basic practicals only. So we will be going step by step. You will be
Ma'am,
understanding.
you have said that data analyst course completed in 2 months. So then
Two
I
and
am
off
not,
months. Two
yes,
and
ma'am,
off
sir.
months.
Then I am not remained in 2 half month, ma'am, because
You are not
ma'am, I am not remained in 2 half month, ma'am, data analyst course.
remained means what I didn't understood. You will be not attending your saying or you will be not able to complete your saying. I didn't understood, Akil. You're 2 and off
Okay,
months,
ma'am.
you're not remained means what does it mean?
Okay.
No,
Okay,
no,
ma'am.
ask your question. What do you mean? I didn't understood.
Yes.
Akil,
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
you can put it in a chat box as well. Yes, Akil, you can put it in a chat box and any other doubts, guys?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Pooja,
No, ma'am, no.
Thanu, Prajisha.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Shall we wind up the session for the day, guys?
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
everyone.
Thank you,
Let's
ma'am.
no basic knowledge in data analysis course. That's completely fine, Akil. You join. From there, I will be taking care. You don't have to worry. See, in demo also, I'm asking for each and every point whether you guys understood or not. I'm giving you that kind of a liberty to express your problem so that I can repeat and try to explain you, right? So when you're getting that liberty, you utilize it. Even if you have zero knowledge also, I mean, no knowledge, just the background prerequisites needed is you need to have your graduation. If that is there, from there I'll be taking care. All you have to do is do your hard work. Whatever I teach, you go home and do practicals, right? That is enough. So don't worry, you don't have basic knowledge. Will I able to do or not? Yes, you will be able to do it. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Okay. Anything else, guys? Srini, Lalit, Pooja.
No, ma'am. After joining the classes, the timing will be same.
Yes. Are you looking for any other timings?
In the evening, if possible.
You're comfortable with 8:30, 9:30 batch?
In the evening.
Yes, night 8:30, 9:30 batch.
And in the morning, 9 to 10, is it like in a batch?
9 to 10 is difficult. I can take 10 to 11. In the evening, tell me what timings you're looking.
After 9:30, actually.
Okay, after 9:30. These
Okay,
timings are not
I
suitable
will
to.
try to look into it and yeah. No worries.
This 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock is not suitable?
The daily basis 10 to 11 is not okay for me.
But you're looking 9:30 batch, night batch. Okay. You're a working professional.
Yes, I'm currently working.
Mhm.
Only for the 1 week, I'm not able to join 10 to 11 batch if in case anything.
Then
Mhm.
you will be having recordings, right? You can go through the recordings. If it is only
Oh.
1 week, what you can do, I can give you a solution. You can go through the recordings on a daily basis. After night 9:30, you can ask the admin team to connect with me if you really have any doubts. I'm available. You can connect, I can give you the solution. Or else if you're understanding, well and good. Yeah, because 1 week, if you're not able to be in touch with me, in between, anytime you're free, you can call admin team. They will be connecting to me so that I can solve your problems immediately. If you feel something you're not understanding, but I'll make sure the recording also goes slow. Means whatever I say it goes slow, you will definitely understanding. Okay.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Bye everyone.
Bye.